Hello.
Hello, Captain Lens. How are you doing? Thank you for joining
I'm
us.
doing well. How are you guys doing?
Steel Mage DM me. Nice. So we were trying to calculate your damage in Path of Building,
It
and
doesn't exist.
the highest we could get at a
There
show
is no
was
damage.
70,000 damage. Is that correct?
Maybe yesterday was correct. I think I have more than that today.
Okay.
I'm purely on a large daily dosage of military grade copium, and that is gonna last me until I get a second Dream Feather. And when I get the second Dream Feather, if I still have no damage, I am gonna cry myself to sleep. If
That's
none of
fair.
the skills I try work.
That's fair. So, is this some sort of support build, and your goal is to bore the Ubers to death and hope that they just end themselves?
Yeah, eventually, I don't know, we'll see. Right now, okay, listen. I got 500,000 armor, so that number's pretty good.
It's a
The
good number.
the damage will happen. I just need to get some flat somewhere, okay? My backup plan for doing Shield Crush was gonna be 2 Dream Feathers and doing Trauma Support. I forgot Trauma Support doesn't work with swords. So my backup plan for flat, just disappeared.
Ah. Well, you have very good damage in normal lab.
Yeah, well, yeah, normal labs is no HP.
No, yeah, Lance, I have to tell you something. We were
What?
checking out your build, right? Because we saw yesterday, and we looked today, and we know you've gotten some upgrades. And so we were checking out your build, and we see you in lab, and Ziz sees you instantly kill a Zaro. And he's like, looks like his damage is a lot better today. And I start laughing, because I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is normal lab.
And I'm like, surely it's not normal lab.
For a few brief moments, my damage seemed good.
Really good. This is so impressed.
What about Smite?
I'm completely on the hope that the alt version of splitting or shattering steel with like a decent level with the flat they give and like call steel is okay. I don't know if it is though. I have no idea if those are good or not.
Have you thought about Smite?
Smite? So, okay. Normally armor stackers do Smite or Molten Shell or Molten Strike or whatever. But most armor stackers normally have like trade gear and actual like good aura effect. I don't actually have good aura effect. The only reason I have good armor is because I'm cheesing like Oath of Magi and Iron Reflexes and Grace and Determination and stuff. So like I go Smite and it's still like not that much flat.
Right.
It's like base Smite, like which is like I think 100 average damage or something.
So, what is your goal in the Gauntlet?
Well, my original goal was getting out of the campaign, so I did that. And so now my next goal is probably to try to hit 95. And after that, I'm gonna maybe try to do some early bosses, which might get me killed, but just to get like a couple points, because no one's doing bosses, right? Everybody's freaking playing it safe, right? But I could ego my way into maybe first place if I just do a couple of the easy ones. It's gonna be like, hour-long fight or whatever, but I think I can avoid dying.
Yeah, we were peer-being your build. You have, like, you are probably the tankiest build in the Gauntlet, other than maybe Ben. And that's just because Defiance of Destiny is OP.
I need to, if I get a Defiance of Destiny on this character, I unironically think I could tank basically all hit-based mechanics of Ubers and just die to a dot. But I need... I'm not going to drop Defiance of Destiny. But if I do it, because I think I can get I think potentially I could get to 1,000,000 armor with Divine Flesh.
That's very good.
And I think... I mean, I don't know. I don't freaking POV this stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's close to the number where if I had Defiance of Destiny, I should be hit-based immortal almost for...
I was joking and saying, and now we see Captain Lance. He's been in the Searing Exarch for 7 hours, and we have the ball phase number 953.
I would die to the dot, the ground effect before I got that far.
Yeah.
I misplay that ground effect so freaking much, because it disables your recovery while you're on it, or something.
Awesome. Steel, do you have any other questions?
Nah, I think we're good.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us for an interview, Lance, and good luck, and we hope to see you do some bosses.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try to give you something entertaining. We'll see.
The People's Champion.
The People's Champion. We stand for Lance. All right.
I don't belong here. I guess take care.
Right.
Bye.
Good luck. All right.
That was fun.
I love to see Lance's builds. He always comes up with cool builds.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Jang Ron a little bit, he's got a brain. Not everyone
Not like
has
us.
a brain.
Not like us.
But he's a smart cookie.
Hey,
Hello.
Carn, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, stuff. Is the mic fine, by the way, before...
Yeah, you sound great.
Okay.
We don't even need subtitles. Yeah. How is the delving going? I don't know if you're aware of this already, but it was supposed to be easier, and we got a clip of you saying, "Oh, that is a free," so we made it deeper.
No, I heard that someone snitched. I was watching the stream because I wanted to make sure I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So a little self-sabotage there.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's better for me because I haven't delved at all. I know some people already delve, so it's gonna give me more chances to catch up. Probably.
Yeah.
We did verify and try to make sure that nobody was too deep. I think there was a level 92 Marauder at 123.
Yeah, that's the deepest.
So you've almost caught up already, I think.
No, I mean, unless he's already delving.
Correct.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
He's also weaker than your character.
Yeah, your gear's looking pretty good. It's ramping.
Yeah, it's ramping. It was really difficult start. I was getting absolutely nothing. Like, I legit did like 30 hours of expedition without getting anything. So I just wasted my time for the first 35 hours. And then, yeah.
Yeah, how are you enjoying this gauntlet? A lot of racers were asking for a harder gauntlet, and you got one.
Yeah, I mean, I love the mods. I love the mods. The only problem, the thing is like, the current state of the game in like SSF progression is pretty bad. That's the one thing that makes it, that kind of make it not as fun as it should be. But you know, I'm having fun now.
Well, a very different thing from past events that Steel was pointing out is that players have access to a lot more divines than normal. Are you going to be magic finding at all to get those divine explosions?
Yeah, I did some magic finding yesterday. I didn't get that many yet. I haven't been getting good maps, good wisp maps. But yeah, I think that's what everybody's gonna be doing. MFing for uniques, divines, and that was 100% in the plan too. I did some practice and I was MFing with like pretty much like what, double venters, gold rim. I think that's what I was planning to do.
Nice.
I haven't gotten any good venters now, and I might just scrap that idea and just MF with just regular gear and only wisp plus some juice, and that's it.
So do you feel how confident do you feel on bosses on Bone Shatter?
It's gonna depend on what I end up getting. Like, that's the thing. If I get everything I want, I'm pretty confident on a lot of bosses. Some of them are gonna be like extremely difficult, maybe even impossible. I don't know. There's a lot of question marks because we don't really know how SG is gonna work exactly. But I expect some bosses to be like absolutely ridiculous, like way too hard. I don't know. We'll see. It's
What
a big
day do
question
you
mark.
think you're going to be going in and farming bosses?
Farming? You mean doing the Ubers or just farming for the bosses?
So actually, both actually, because Ben was saying he was not going to do the normal bosses. He was going to go straight into Ubers, which I thought was a bit crazy. Are you going to have the same approach, or are you going to clear the regular bosses first?
I don't know. I might clear the regular bosses just to have a feel of my character at the time.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it, yeah. And then it's probably gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna do Ubers first. I'm gonna do one Uber very early, and probably before anything else. And then I will do my invites first.
Okay.
And then I'll do the Ubers once I'm completely ready. Because the first Uber I wanna do doesn't require that much gear. I could do it relatively soon, I think.
Oh, very interesting.
And,
what Uber is that, if you don't mind us asking?
Exarch.
Okay, that's so crazy because we've had two contestants say that, and Steel has been saying he thinks Exarch's the craziest.
No,
I think it's easiest for me.
I think Awaken is the craziest.
Okay, yeah.
I was saying Exarch is probably one of the harder ones.
Damn.
Yeah, for me it should be the easiest. Like, if I get what I have planned for it, I think it's gonna be pretty easy. And it's just don't misplay, don't make huge misplays, and it's fine.
Yeah. Wow.
But I mean, we'll see. Again, that depends what I get.
Yeah.
If I get what I want.
How are you enjoying the yellow map mods?
I think yellow map mods were fine. I like how it made it so different from white and red maps. Like, I think my first Katarina was level was it tier 10, and she was so fast. Like she was actually overlapping maybe like 2-3 abilities at all times. It was kind of not used to this.
Yeah, it is
You
very
have to play it very
dangerous.
differently. It's like a lot of things I feel you just have to know that you won't be able to avoid them. You have to tank them, and if you can't tank them, you probably die. It was the same with the Uberlab. I think Uberlab is very, very sketchy if you can't tank him at all.
Right.
Yeah.
What was what are the next things that you're looking for now?
I need some charms levels, I guess, and get better gear because my gear right now is pretty. It was just like some makeshift, basically. I just tried to put together something so I could swap to Tinted back as soon as possible. Actually, funny story happened in the middle of an AK Wisp map, and it was too crazy, and I had to be Tinted back, so I swapped for that one.
Oh, wow, that's fun.
Yeah,
Awesome.
there was a chick fight too.
Steel, do you have any other questions?
No way.
No way, dude. Awesome. Well, we'll let you get back to racing and hunting that Delve bounty. So thank you so much for doing the interview with us, and good luck with the gear. And hope to see bosses from hope to see some bosses from you soon.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Goodbye.
Good luck,
Yeah,
dude.
bye-bye. Thanks.
Hello, Ventrua.
Hi.
How are you doing? Thank you for taking the time to do a quick little interview.
Doing okay, doing okay. The start wasn't so good, but I'm playing the game now.
How's the Gauntlet treating you?
So I died in Act 2, then I died in Act 5, then I rerolled the jug because I was like, I'm done with Ranger. I played the jug, I completed like most of my Atlas, died at 84, 85 or something to double ticket boss. Because I didn't know the buff from the ticket boss stack. Well, you learn something new every time.
I didn't know
And
that either.
then I started leveling another jug because I was like, well, I cannot play Pathfinder because my Atlas is break for Pathfinder, right? I cannot
Yeah.
farm Porcupine. I died in Act 3. And after that, I was like, you know what? I might be done. And I started making some YouTube videos and whatnot. It took like a day break, and now I'm back on Pathfinder. I had to fresh reset my Atlas, but I'm like 86 now, so it's pretty good.
Oh, so you did a full migration then.
Yeah, I had to because otherwise I wouldn't be able to farm my bow at all.
Awesome. And how do you find the Gauntlet this time?
Honestly, it's like fine. Like I died a bunch leveling, but like most of it is just because like once you make it to maps already, you really cannot be bothered like trying hard in the campaign, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like when I loaded it up yesterday, I was just like kind of chilling, and it was pretty fine. Like when you just overgear, overlevel, the campaign is like okay.
How do you like the Oasis idea?
Like the white maps, I don't know. I don't really like maps being hard in general.
Okay.
I think it's like I think campaign being hard is one thing, that's fine, but because it's like predictable, right? But maps are not as predictable, so I would rather see maps being easy and being able to get the gear you want.
So what kind of mods would you want to see on maps? Like no mods at all and just like completely like the normal game?
Honestly, I think number one mod for maps for me would be just removing like monster life and less damage taken.
Or... Okay.
Because like I feel like it's still rippy when you are approaching the mobs and they have LMP, right?
So the damage mods are fine. You just don't want them to be as spongy.
I think red map is a little too rippy with the GMP, but if it was LMP, I think it would be fine now.
Okay.
I think it's just when you are at a point where you are face tanking a rare mob and it just takes like 2 minutes to kill it, it's just not fun, right?
Absolutely. Well, how do you feel about the 60% haste?
I think it depends a lot on the build. I didn't really feel it on Jug, but on TR where you have no stun, it's you basically have to be able to tank the mobs.
Yeah, that's very deadly. So what was the build you were going for now?
I'm just playing TR into Cremation. Well, I don't know if I will actually get to Cremation. I'm kind of just playing like semi-casually. You know, only like 10 hours a day.
Only 10 hours a day. That is pretty casual. What are you even doing with your life?
I don't know. It's just fun. Just playing PoE.
Awesome.
I mean, if I wasn't playing Gauntlet, I would just be playing normal PoE, so what's the difference?
That's fair. Who do you think has the best chance of winning rank 1 overall?
I think Ben on his Pathfinder reroll. That's my prediction.
Ooh.
I don't think he's gonna clean on the Veg.
Wow, okay. So do you believe in Jung supremacy at all?
Honestly, Jung high rolled some crazy gear yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah.
He's been leaking it in guild chat. He has like triple tier on Sadis, triple tier on Titanium Shield. Like, I think jungle kills some bosses. Probably not clear because Trickster is just worse Pathfinder, but I think he will do pretty okay.
So you think he can get rank 1 Shadow, but not rank 1
Oh yeah,
overall?
rank 1 Shadow for sure. If he doesn't throw, I feel like I don't think there's gonna be too many like people who are capable of killing bosses playing Shadow. That class is not that strong, and you have to be very patient to farm the gear out.
Yeah, I believe Ben said we cannot let Jungron win at all costs.
I mean, if Ben says that, I don't think he will let him win.
That'll be an interesting gauntlet. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Steel, do you have any questions?
Nah, I think you did a good job covering it. I'm just doing production.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And are you going to be starting up soon? Will we get to see you grind away?
Yeah, probably. How are you guys
Awesome.
enjoying watching the Gauntlet and casting it? It must be a different experience for you guys, right?
It's great. I love it. Steel's a little toxic, but I try to rein him in.
I mean, I'm glad you guys are having fun, and I mean, you know, races are suffering a bit, but viewers seems to be enjoying it. So at the end of the day, I feel like it's a successful Gauntlet.
I was telling Ziz, if normally a gauntlet is like very racer friendly, right? It's all about a planned run that you can practice. Like you can practice it, you can get it repeatable, you can get a rundown. There's not too much unfair deaths. Maybe some in the campaign. This time around, it's kind of the opposite. It's a lot more enjoyable for viewers, and then the races are just suffering with the. I think the haste being at 60% and the multi-project being at 4%. It's just particularly brutal this time. So I know the races are struggling in those high tier maps.
I saw a lot of people have fun in white maps when they equip their MF gear and they just run around.
Yeah.
But yeah, once you have to actually play the game, it doesn't look that fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that the Oasis is like the saving grace combined with the league mechanic.
Oh yeah,
Like-
for sure.
Most people I've seen, like this is absolutely game changing. They have like 40, 50 divine orbs to craft with. We've never seen that before in the Gauntlet, right?
True.
The only Gauntlet where we actually had access to divine was the last one, actually, right? With
Sanctum. Yeah.
Right, that's true.
But
Yeah.
have a good cast and enjoy the day. See you
Awesome.
guys.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for talking
much,
to me.
and good luck.
Cheers.